Your NDIS registration is awarded for a maximum period of 3 years. This allows your chosen approved quality auditor and the NDIS Commission to assess your organization's level of compliance against the current version of the NDIS practice standards and all related legislation and rules. Your organization may have undergone changes since your last audit, and it is important that your AQA and the Commission are aware of these changes and any impact it may have on the delivery of services, as well as assessing any new services that your organization may wish to deliver. Ongoing audits also ensure that your systems and procedures remain compliant with the Commission's requirements and encourage continuous improvement of your systems and the services provided to your participants. Process can start 6 months prior to your renewal date. Your first step is to then complete a Stage 1 audit. We will review your most recent self-assessment and determine your organization's readiness to proceed to recertification. This will also provide you with valuable insights on any areas that might need to be addressed before you undertake the recertification. You need to submit a renewal application, including a self-assessment, to the NDIS Commission to commence this process. You will then receive a new initial scope of audit document that you will need to provide to SAI Global. We will review this and update your audit plan to reflect any changes to your registration. The recertification will assess all applicable parts of the NDIS practice standards, as well as your organization's progress and commitment to continual improvement of the services provided to participants since your previous audits. Upon successful completion, SAI Global will submit the report and a recommendation to the Commission. The application and audit process must be completed in full, including any non-conformities raised being adequately addressed before your renewal can be completed. Check and confirm your details are still correct in relation to sites, participant numbers, staff numbers, registration groups, and supports. This review should not only focus on changes that have occurred since your last audit, but also any future changes you may be looking at implementing, such as the provision of new services and supports. You should also perform an internal audit. This is essential to ensure that your organization is compliant with the requirements of the current version of the NDIS practice standards, which were updated in January 2020, and all related legislation. You also must ensure your staff are adequately trained, with all records being up to date, including current NDIS worker screening checks, qualifications, training, etc., and that they are aware of the requirements and are implementing them. Finally, you should confirm your documentation, policies, and procedures are all up to date. In our experience, 3 most common mistakes and non-conformances include failing to maintain accurate and up-to-date worker screening. This is a legal requirement to ensure that key personnel and workers in particular roles do not pose a risk to the safety and well-being of NDIS participants. Failing to plan for continuity of support. Having a plan for continuity of support is very important, not only for managing extreme circumstances such as a pandemic or natural disaster, but also day-to-day challenges such as staff absences or personnel changes. And finally, not having internal audit programs. Completing regular internal audits allows you to ensure policies and procedures are compliant and to identify any gaps or opportunities for improvement. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your local SAI Global office.